Hey guys, and we are here for a little cup of Joe with Will. That's what we're going to call it for today, since we are missing our lovely normal host, Jordana. And so we are going to be streaming to you guys live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So make sure you guys are checking in, as well as checking out those brand new Pilot TVs. They're going out to some existing locations.
Oh yeah, they just unwrapped all those shiny new Pilot TVs over at Trouble's Bar, Spunky's, Springbrook Golf Course, Hoover's Pub, Shore Lounge, as well as Country Lounge.
Yeah, definitely some great locations, names out there, as well as some great jackpots that are on the line throughout today. We're getting the day started off just 10 minutes after we get off air, right at 12 o'clock. You'll have a shot at some Twins Bingo money. It's 25 cents a card to buy in on that Twins Bingo, and you'll have a shot at $10,883 if you can win it in 52 balls or less.
Oh yeah, and just after that, starting off at 1 o'clock, we got our Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards. And you guys want to be looking out for that minor. It's currently sitting at $99, and you can take that home in 56 balls or less. But that should be clicking up pretty soon because, as you guys know, every $50 that clicks up 4 balls. So you guys definitely want to be watching out for that.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And even into our Jackpot Hunter happy hour, it should be even more fun, as the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter has a great minor jackpot of $125 that has already clicked up, just like that minor in the 25-cent edition, from 52 to 56. But the minor in the Jackpot Hunter $1 edition needs to get all the way to $200 for it to click up to that next ball count from 56 to 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah. But other than the jackpots that you guys want to be looking out for today, we got a bunch of people that were taking home some jackpots over the weekend. Starting us off on our Friday, we had Conehead over at Mabel Liquor Store taking home $716.
Ooh, good job, Conehead. And then the final jackpot on Friday went out to Slappy, a longtime Pilot player that I haven't seen out there in a really, really long time. He was at one point competing for the #1 spot in the Jackpot Hunter standings, I think all the way back in like season 7. We're now in season 11, so it's been a long, long time since then. But good job, Slappy, over at American Legion Fridley, taking home $748.
Oh, yeah. Next up, and starting off our Saturday, we had Murph over at Sunshine Depot winning a whopping $709.
Oh,
Nice.
good job. And sticking with, actually, no, not sticking with it. I thought it was going to be two jackpots each day. No, there was 3 jackpots on Saturday. And the middle jackpot was SJH over at Club New Yorker, taking home $1,276. What do you think SJH stands for?
No idea.
Sergeant Jackpot Hunter. That's what I'm going with.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, well, good job, Sergeant Jackpot Hunter, getting the win.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we had Mike E. over at the Barrel House Bar and Cafe, taking home the largest jackpot of the weekend, taking home $19,832 home.
Yeah, good job, Mikey.
Yeah, that was a massive jackpot.
Definitely a nice one. And then the final jackpot of the weekend, and the only jackpot that went out on Sunday, went to 4-Man Rules over at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $4,447.
Oh, yeah. Good job to 4-Man Rules and all of our jackpot winners over the weekend. You guys were killing it this weekend.
Yeah, but I hope that you guys enjoyed a little bit of the brand new E-Tab game that just went out about a week ago, which is Later Gator. It's a super fun E-Tab game. You guys can check out the Gator Bait bonus. If you shoot the biggest gator, you should be winning some really big prizes. It's a fun game with a lot of fun graphics. Plus, who doesn't want to go hit the swamp and hunt some gators?
I know.
I feel like that's a bucket list for a lot of people.
It definitely is. It's got to be up there.
Oh,
because it's just got to be such a fun idea because of the airboats.
Oh yeah, the airboat spinning around. You got a shotgun or something
Yeah.
in your hand. And it seems like a good time.
It's like
And
an action movie.
Have you ever eaten actual alligator?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about your experience with eating alligator once we get into the Twins broadcast.
Yeah.
But we'll get into a little bit of a weather news, as we're checking in with St. Cloud, Minnesota today, and it should be scattered thunderstorms this morning, then mostly cloudy during the afternoon, with a heavy thunderstorm becoming likely. High near 80 degrees. Winds east to southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. A chance of rain is at 70%, and it's a 1 to 2 inches of rain extended. So it's going to be a rainy one. So stay inside, enjoy the warm weather, and play a little bit of Pilot games.
Oh, yeah, because as it goes on into the night, it looks like it's going to be cooling off a little, going up to like 74 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy, but it doesn't look like it's going to be raining as much. and it looks like the winds are going to be east to southeast, about 10 to 20 miles per hour as well.
Okay, not bad. Not bad at all, especially with that rain dissipating. Not so much rain, like 1 to 2 inches of rain expected. I would not like to hear that one.
No.
But, you know, stay inside. I like a good rainy day sometimes.
Yeah, especially if you're staying inside, playing some Pilot games, especially because 10 minutes after we get off air from this broadcast, we get into some Twins Bingo 25-cent cards, and you guys definitely want to be looking out for that because it goes all the way from 12 to 1 o'clock. You guys are going to be going after that jackpot of $10,883. They can take home in 52 balls or less.
Yeah, it should be a fun one, as well as earning some points towards the twiking zone. There should be some big shakeups as there's a lot of tight-knit players and races in these standings. And right now, one of those races is right back in 9th place between Puba over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub Oak Park Heights with 120,000 points. And then in 9th place, you got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon tied up with Puba with 120,000 points. You ever predicted a player getting out of that one?
Oh, yeah. I got a feeling that Elsa is going to be able to scoot forward a little bit and maybe start getting a little closer to Yo-Yo, because as it gets into that 8th place spot, it's also a little bit closer because in 8th place is Yo-Yo over at Riverside Store and Tavern with 135,000 points, only about 1,000 points behind 7th place Bobo, who's over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 136,000 points. That one's definitely another close race.
Oh, yeah, definitely some good stuff in 9th all the way to 7th. But we got to jump all the way up to our top 3 players to get into this next close race, because in 3rd place, we got Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 111,000 points. Only 5 points ahead of Dan right now is Sinbob over at the Bedrock with 216,000 points in 2nd. We'll see who can maintain that 2nd place, 3rd place. They've been going back and forth. Nan's had 2nd place during points during this season. Sinbob's had 2nd place during points of this season. We'll see who can maintain it.
Oh, yeah, they've been tied in between those times as well, but they've been really trying to catch up to 1st place Scrub Eye, who's over at VFW Blaine, only 1,000 points away from getting into a new point club of his own with 299,000 points. Really close to that 300,000 point club.
We'll see if they can do so, because he's always out there winning during these games. So we might even see him today get into that 300,000 point club. But let's head on over to the location side of these standings, as we had no physical shakeups in these standings as well. But we do have some really nice close races.
Oh, yeah. In 7th place, we got Eagles Rochester with 294,000 points, only about 2,000 points behind 6th place, our place on 3rd and Faribault, who has 296,000 points. Both super close to that 300,000 point club, and also a stupid race, like a really close race.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. And whoever breaks out of that race, it could be pushing them into that next race that is happening in 5th and 4th place.
Yeah.
Because in 5th place, you got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 301,000 points. Now, I say 300 in front of it. You think that's a big gap between it. Only a 5,000 point gap between them and our place on 3rd, who's in 6th place. But the closer race, only 4,000 points ahead of Corner Bar and Goodhue, is Steve-O's and Crystal with 305,000 points in that 4th place spot.
Oh, yeah, but as we move on to our top 3, though, the gaps start to get a little bigger. As in 3rd place, we got American Legion Fridley jumping a whole point total with a whopping 516,000 points.
Wow.
Only about 16,000 points behind 2nd place, which is Corky's Bar South Haven with 532,000 points.
Honestly, that's impressive in itself. That is a pretty close race for how big those locations are, because they earn points quick.
Oh, yeah, they do. But we have our 1st place location, who seems to be earning points quicker than any location on here.
I don't even know.
We don't know how it happens. We think that they might be like hacking in and typing in their own point total.
No, we do not. We do not think that they are cheating. We don't allow cheating at Pilot Games. No. They are winning it legitimately, but it's impressive nonetheless.
Oh, yeah, it's still crazy. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's VFW Spring Lake Park, almost in that 1 billion point club with a whopping 923,000 points.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, at times it does feel like they are somehow swindling the bag. I don't know. It is impressive. But you can find some impressive E-Tab games on those iPads as well. We love our live bingo. With those E-Tab games, we like to highlight at least one per broadcast. And this one is one of our favorites, Jordy's proclaimed favorite right now, and that's Diesel Freaks. It's a super fun one. You got slime monsters. You got some Roadrunner kind of feels to it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole mashup of it all. Mad Max. It's a great game. Definitely go check it out, as well as all the different E-Tab games that we have.
Oh, yeah. We have over 50 different Charitable eTab games that you can check out, and you can play anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. And all these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and they all have awesome bonus and free play rounds. It's definitely something you want to check out, especially because we have more coming. It almost seems like every other week.
Oh, I'm super excited to see what the next one's going to be,
I
because
know.
it's always a completely different theme than the last.
And they always I always never see it coming.
Oh, I never do either. It's like, oh, we finally have a new E-Tab game, and we've been putting out a bunch during this 2022 year, as I think we are already on our 4th E-Tab of the year. Already 4th of the year. Really, really fun stuff, and I can't wait to see more join. We do have some more live bingo, though, to go over, because from 1 all the way till 4, after that Twins bingo, you got the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition with a mega jackpot of $28,226. You can win it in 48 balls or less. Also for 48 balls or less, so might as well just get it in one fail swoop. We got the major prize of $665, and then that minor prize, which is already clicked up from 52 to 56, you can win $99.66.
Oh, yeah, but going on, starting right after that is our first game of Lucky 4 Bingo, which kicks off our happy hour stream. You guys get that first shot at $18,510. But if you guys are unable to hit it in that first shot, no need to worry. After 23 awesome games of Jackpot Hunter, you'll get another shot at that at 6 o'clock. But during those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, the $1 edition, which run from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, you guys are going to be hunting after that minor jackpot of $125. That's sitting at 56 balls or less. That major jackpot of $3,024, they can take him in 48 balls or less.
Only needs about $500, I think, to be clicking up from 48 to 49 balls or less.
Ooh, that should make it a whole lot easier to hit. And then also that's been clicking up recently is our mega jackpot that sits ominously in the background. That's currently sitting at $100,000. You could take home in 45 balls or less, but that's not the only thing you guys are going to be taking home, because you guys are also going to be taking home some points for our Jackpot Hunter standings, which have been pretty crazy recently.
Yeah, they definitely have been pretty crazy, as we didn't have any kind of shakeups in the player side of the standings. Everything stayed pretty tame. We do have some close races that we definitely need to highlight, as 9th all the way till to 6 is really, really close, and then it gets even. It's close in between the next few players. I'll just go over it. In 9th place, we got Brother Nate over at the Chart House with 59,000 points. With 61,000 points in 8th place, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand. Super close race, only 2,000 points separating those two, and then only another 2,000 points to get up to the 6th place tie between 2A Girl at Jimmy G's Bar and Kimmy over at Niswa Legion. They both have 63,000 points, but the close races don't stop there. As I mean, only what 5,000 points more, you get into another close tight knit race.
Oh yeah, which would be between 5th place Crazy Kid over at the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 68,000 points, and 4th place Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 69,000 points. Definitely a close race, only 1,000 points between them. I'm wondering, I think Crazy Kid might be able to get past that.
We'll see. This is a tough one. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be predicting in this standings, as I haven't really gotten any kind of vibe of anybody who getting these huge point totals as of late. But we can still go over the players who have been getting crazy point totals all season long, and that's in 3rd place, Not Lucky over at American Legion Fridley, 83,000 points with 144,000 points. In 2nd place, we got Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. In 1st place, we got Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 151,000 points.
Oh yeah, and as we move on to our location standings, we have a couple shakeups, including a whole tie that got pushed back entirely.
Yeah. With
9th place American Legion Fridley tied up with the other 9th place location, Shady's Real Side and Rice. They were both previously in 8th place, but they got pushed back by Boulevard Tavern. They're currently sitting with 103,000 points. But they got pushed back by 8th place, previously in 10th, Boulevard Tavern over in West St. Paul, able to acquire 108,000 points.
Yeah, really good movement for Boulevard Tavern. Definitely needed it to secure themselves inside the top 10. And now it's a race to see who is going to stay in that top 10 with that tie with 103 points. But other shakeups that happened here, there was another tie that was in these standings that got broken up, as it was a tie between the Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 and Riverboat Depot and Sartell. They were both in 6th place, and Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 was able to secure their spot now with 118,000 points, bumping Riverboat Depot back to 7th place with 114,000 points.
Oh, yeah, but as we move ahead to our top three, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, and Coon Rapids able to start off that 200,000 point club with 223,000 points. In second place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 283,000 points. And with a commanding lead in first place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with a whopping 412,000 points.
Whew, that is some crazy stuff there. Can't wait to see the shakeups, and if there will be some shakeups tonight. But after that second game of Lucky 4 Bingo, capping off our happy hour, you guys are going to have a shot at some Skull Bingo jackpots from 6 all the way till 10 today. We have a cover-all jackpot of $38,505. You can win in 50 balls or less, a 43 ball or less large frame prize of $2,183, and a line prize of $97.50 that you can win in 10 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but instead of getting 4 hours of Skull Bingo tomorrow, you guys are going to be getting about a little bit less than 2 hours. With starting at 6:40, we got MegaSota game night, which starts off for you guys at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki take the helmet and lead you guys through a ton of PGL action up until that Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale, where you guys get a shot at $16,281 that you can take home in 54 balls or less.
Yeah, and then the very next night is a TwinsWinsDay. It's a great time from 7 all the way till 9 o'clock. Same thing, a bunch of PGL tournament-style games, as well as a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale. But the catch is, this is the 25-cent edition of Jackpot Jungle. They take home $13,226 if you win it in 52 balls or less. And if you want to be competing on both those nights, MegaSota game night and TwinsWinsDay, there's one stop that you got to go to before that, and that's PGL.World.
Oh, yeah, because after you sign up on PGL.World, you become a member of our league, and PGL players compete for points, and they have access to insider information, which includes a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. So make sure you're signing up at PGL.World, and we'll be able to put you on our new member spotlight, where we'll give you a little bit of extra luck and see if we can't get you on those PGL standings.
Oh, yeah, we got FrogLift72, BD Energy, Heidi Ho, Brent and Jesse, Natural, Critter 623, Winfred Rue, Dusty 726, Tyler, Mail Lady, Jay-Z, good to have a celebrity here, Miss Holly, Miss Kitty, Poe, as well as Beatnik.
Oh, yeah, definitely some great names that we got on there, and hopefully we can see a couple of you guys hopping in those PGL standings soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe Poe is a celebrity, too, from Kung Fu Panda.
Could be.
Jack Black alias.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Isn't it Jack Black whose voice is? Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% sure, but it's been a while since I've watched Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's Jack Black. Yeah, but yeah, making sure we really hope you guys can get on those PGL standings, because we've had a couple of switch-ups happening a little recently, but not in the past week.
Oh, yeah, it's been pretty tight-knit right here as everyone is trying to figure out where they're going to end up landing as we come to the tail end of these standings. But in the top portion, it's probably one of our most tight-knit portions, as in third place, we got Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,742,925 points. In second place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 2,272,330 points. And then in first place, we got Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post with 2,449,175 points.
Oh, yeah, and as we move on to the top three of our location standings, there is a little bit of a close race, but things kind of start to shift a little bit towards more of a gap, because in third place, we got Third World Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 6,933,459 points. In second place is Poppers in Virginia, recently coming into the standings with 7,523,047 points. And in first place, we got Billy's Rockford with 7,766,344 points. Definitely a pretty commanding lead after they just hopped into that first place spot recently.
Yeah, definitely some really, really cool stuff. But we have all that cool stuff labeled out for you guys to see all the time on our Facebook page. If you search up Pilot Games, you'll see our logo. Click on that. You'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more, especially that website link you'd like to check out, as it's got links to bar locations, socials, and more there as well. But we got one thing that we got to go over before we get off air, and that is our player spotlight for the week.
Oh, yeah, and we are currently spotlighting Four-Man Rules, who was over at Bleacher Sports Bar and Grill, where they were able to take home a jackpot of $4,447,000. But when they were playing over at Bleacher Sports Bar and Grill, they were supporting an awesome charity, which is Moose Lodge 1703 Albert Lea, which is an international organization of men and women dedicated to caring for young and old, bringing communities close together, and celebrating life.
All right. Well, me and will be right back in just 10 minutes from now to play a little bit of Twins Bingo. But just like we talked about, the great charity that 4-Man Rules was supporting, every time you guys are playing Pilot games, you're helping your community out. So remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
guys. We love getting each and every day started off right with a little bit of Twins bingo. Hopefully you guys come out each and every day from 12 to 1 and compete against each other in these Twiking Zone standings.
Oh, yeah, and in 10th place in those standings on the player side, we got Pooba over at Brian's Bar and Grill with 119,000 points. With 120,000 points in 9th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon. 8th place is Yo-Yo over at Valley Inn with 130,000 points. With 136,000 points in 7th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue. Then in 6th place, we got Lucky Tim over at Lakefront Bar with 144,000 points. With 169,000 points in 5th place, we got GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill. 4th place is Mikey Wins over at Steve O's with 197,000 points. With 208,000 points in 3rd place, we got Simbop over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 208,000 points. And with 283,000 points leading the pack in 1st place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fredley.
Oh, yeah, that's been pretty exciting to watch, but I'm going to hop right into the location standings. And in 10th place, we got the Main Street Pub in Kimball with 166,000. 9th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 224,000. But with 244,000 in 8th place, it's VFW Blaine in Blaine. 7th place sits with Eagles Rochester in Rochester with 288,000 points. But with 294,000 points in 6th place, it's our place on 3rd in Faribault. Then into 5th place, we got Steve-O's in Crystal with 299,000 points. But with 301,000 points in 4th place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue. 3rd place sits with American Legion Fridley with 483,000. Corky's Bar in South Haven sits in 2nd with 517,000. And then with a whopping 889,000 points in 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park.
Well, what crazy point totals we have on the location and player side of these standings. Make sure you guys are playing a little bit of Twins Bingo to earn points for those standings, as well as some great cash prizes from 12 all the way till 1 o'clock. Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Twins Bingo action. We got just 50 seconds till we get into this very, very first game, and we're streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Oh, yeah, when they're unwrapping those shiny new Pilot TVs over at some new locations, over at Trouble's Bar, Spunky's, Springbrook Golf Course, Hoover's Pub, Sherwood Lounge, as well as Country Lounge.
Do you have a favorite location name right now?
Gotta go with Spunky's.
Spunky's. I like Spunky's. I'm going to go with the good old Springbrook Golf Course just because I've been craving to do some golfing.
Golfing would be nice.
I don't know if I want to go golfing necessarily.
I want to go to Top Golf and just like slam a ball.
Yeah,
over the
or
net.
just a driving range in general.
Yeah.
I don't care about Top Golf or anything like that.
No, that was just the first driving range I could think of.
I can bring my own drinks.
Have you seen those little shot containers that they make? It's like specifically for like golfers. It's like it's almost like a shot straw. It's like you basically just like shove it in your drink and then like you just drink out of it. And what it does is like you get your normal drink, like your mixer,
Uh-huh.
and it goes up through the tube that already has your shot that you poured in it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That would be super fun.
It's literally marketed towards golfers.
Yeah.
I see it pop up on my like For You page like a couple times.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been trying to talk Jordy into for all of us in the friend group to go out and do golfing and just play like best ball or something like that.
Yeah.
Like an easy game where you play off the best hit every single time because we're all pretty bad probably.
Oh, I want to do like a drinking game, but with like mini golf.
But with mini golf.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I've done mini golf too many times. I want to do some other like real golfing. Like
Yeah.
I need to develop another skill outside of putting in the game of golf.
Yeah, that's fair.
We do have a winner with that line prize being Walls over at American Legion Friendly, taking home $8. Now we're working on that $8 large M. But yeah, with just the sun being out and everything like that, I want to be outside more. And golf is one of those things that as I've removed myself from playing sports now, it's
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, golf seems a little bit more entertaining now.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, you just got to get past the stick curse.
Yeah, I'm also just terrible at like that kind of sport, and if I can get past that, I feel like I could get pretty good at
Especially
golf.
because like golf is like a very nice leisure sport.
It
like,
really is.
It's nothing I would ever be entertained to watch, but I think with like playing with my friends, I would definitely have a lot more fun time.
If I could just get to like a mediocre status, I would play golf a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
It's that I'm horrible at golf right now.
Yeah.
And so I would just I would be embarrassed to go out there. If I get to the mediocre point where people aren't like laughing at me while I'm playing
I'm
golf,
Happy Gilmore playing every time.
trying to launch it as far as you possibly can.
That's
No.
the whole point, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
But people who knew the right way to do it over this weekend got some jackpots, and we've given out 19 jackpots over the last week, 540 during this season 11. But before we get into all that, we do have a winner.
Oh, yeah, we got Jerry G over at Eagles Rochester taking home that large M of $8. Good job, Jerry G, as we start working on this $13 must-go prize.
Should be some fun stuff, and it's already out. I think one ball or just a few balls off. Let's see. Yeah, it's just about 3 balls away from taking home that prize. Scrub Eye over to VFW Blaine, taking home $13, getting himself also into the 300,000 point club.
Woo!
And
Good
so,
job, Scrub Eye.
Yeah, we'll talk about that Twikey zone in just a little bit and what that win implicates, but definitely some good stuff for Scrub Eye as he's already out there trying to get some wins. But we talked about the jackpots that went out during the week, during this season. But let's talk about those jackpots that just went out during the weekend, as the first one on Friday went out to Conehead over at Mabel Liquor Store, winning $716. Are you a fan of the movie Coneheads?
Oh, yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. That's who the main actor in.
Yeah, from the Ghostbusters.
Yes, definitely a great one. You got Jane Curtin, Adam Sandler, Michelle Burke. What a funny group of comedians they had in in that. I think the comedians were funnier than the actual movie itself.
Oh, definitely. That's how it is a good chunk of the time.
Oh, for sure. Especially when you have those movies that just chuck in a bunch of celebrities in it,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, this is gonna be funny," and then it's just like, well, it got taken up by too many people.
Yeah.
Uh,
like, could you imagine like Bert Kreischer in a movie? That one stand-up comedian, the one that does like the machine.
Oh, he'd be great.
I feel like
He would be great.
Yeah, see, I don't know, because like I feel like the acting wouldn't be as good, but like the jokes would be funny.
Well, they would have to have him play Bert.
Yeah,
like
he would have to be
They
Bert.
couldn't have him play anything outside of himself, and the fact that he is just a character within himself.
Oh, yeah.
Like he doesn't need a character to be fun. Maybe he's Bert Stanley or something instead of Bert Chrysler, but he's
Yeah.
got to be Bert with the exact same like personality
and everything. Yeah.
And then he's great.
Yeah.
And then that would be a great addition to a movie. But outside of that, like playing like what Adam Sandler does in movies,
Yeah.
I don't think he could pull off that same thing.
Tell me you can't throw him into Grown-Ups.
Oh, he'd be great in a Grown Ups.
Yeah.
But that's where he can play his same character.
Exactly.
And be.
Because
and-
they all just play themselves in those movies.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a great one. So I like that comedian. I also like the movie Coneheads, which has so many great comedians in it.
Oh, yeah, but next up on our jackpot list for that Friday, we had Slappy over at American Legion Fruity taking home $748.
You ever gotten a good slap?
Yeah, a couple times.
Couple times?
Handprints. Yeah.
Like backhands?
Yeah.
Backhands to the face?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a tough one to take.
Yeah, it's the knuckles that get you on the backhand.
Yeah, I always, whenever I think of slapping and everything like that, I think I've been slapped like maybe once or twice, but it's only for probably good reasons that
You
I
guys
got
never
slapped.
did slap boxing?
Yes, I did slap boxing. That's a whole different. I'm not putting that into like the whole entire slapping that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but
fair.
what I was gonna talk about, what I always think about when I think of slapping, I think of the Key and Peele skit, front hand, backhand,
Yeah.
and I found that so funny as a kid. I absolutely found it hilarious because I was like, he doesn't get it. It's always gonna be a slap. He just keeps on asking to get slapped.
Yeah.
And but it was a funny skit. I loved the Key and Peele stuff when I was a kid, though.
Especially like the older Key and Peele stuff, definitely a classic.
Oh, definitely. I'm glad that Jordan Peele, though, now is getting a lot more, getting into his director side of things. He's done a really good job with those.
Oh, yeah. But continuing on with these jackpots and kicking off our jackpots for our Saturday, we had Murph over at Sunshine Depot taking home $709.
Yeah, good job, Murph. We also had SJH, which we decided was Sergeant Jackpot Hunter over at Club New Yorker, taking home $1,276.
Oh, yeah, and ending off our Saturday and taking home the largest jackpot of the weekend, we had Mike E. over at the Barrel House Bar and Cafe, taking home $19,832.
Yeah, we do have a line prize going out to Sten over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, taking home $8 on that line prize. And now we're working on an $8 large M. But I just watched a show with Mikey, and he was the leader of a biker gang, and it was pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun show that I just watched. But it's interesting that
Talking about like Sons of Anarchy?
No,
No, because I was just thinking the biker gang.
No, it's a very, very different show. It's I can talk to you about it after the broadcast a little bit more about it, because you should probably watch it at some point. I'll suggest it to you. But good job, Mikey, getting the win just at the end of Saturday. And then the last jackpot that went out on Sunday was 4-Man Rules over at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill, taking home $4,447.
Oh, yeah, but our regularly scheduled bingo isn't the only way to take home some money, especially because we just released another new E-Tab. This one is called Later Gator, and you can check out the Gator Bait bonus and shoot the biggest gator to win the biggest prizes, because obviously you're going to go for the biggest gator.
Oh, for sure you got to go for the biggest gator.
That's what Swamp People taught me. It was like, even if it's dangerous, go for the biggest one in the water.
Go for the biggest gator. Well, you don't want the other gator to, you shoot the small gator, and then that gator gets mad.
Yeah.
Like, you'd rather have the shot in the other gator than
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I think it's just logical right there.
Oh, yeah, and I think you also get paid by like the foot when you like hunt them in real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised by that, just because of how large those gators can get, and how
dinosaurs.
and they get it's a lot of it. The price comes from their skin, right?
Yeah.
Is the scales and everything like
Yeah.
that. That's interesting. So definitely a fun one. Later gator, definitely an interesting. Do you have anything that you would any other crazy animals like that you'd like to go hunting for at some point?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not big on like big game hunting or anything like that.
No.
So like other than that, the only reason it's like for an alligator or something like that is just like the cool process of it.
Yeah, and you also have a friend that was like a big wish of his to go gator hunting, and so being able to take him on there's a lot more sentimental value within there as well. We do have a large M going out to Kate's Pop over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, taking home $8, and we also have Walls over at American Legion Fridley, taking home a coverall of $13. Good job to all three of those players in this game number 1 of Twins Bingo. We're about to get enrolled into a game. Oh, wait, Nate, game number 2 of Twins Bingo. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 3. Completely flew by that first game.
That first game and all these games, they just go by so quickly.
They really do, especially because we just got 3 winners, and it just feels like winning all the time. And so definitely get enrolled into this game number 3 so that you guys can be one of those great winners. But we're talking about gators and big bait, game hunting. And I
think maybe a bear.
It takes a lot for me to go big game hunting for something that I'm not gonna eat. Like
exactly. Like I would do like grizzly bear or alligator then. Because like a bear it's pretty good from when I've had it.
Really, I don't think I've ever tasted bear, so that would be an interesting taste for me.
I've had some interesting ones, and most of them end up going into like chilies.
Yeah, I feel like more of what
gazelle.
I want to do is like fish for certain things.
Yeah.
Like there's some fish that I would think would be really cool to catch, and they taste like really good as well.
Yeah, especially because like they had to stop river monsters because the guy who was doing it basically caught every large breed of fish that was like found in rivers.
In the river, and
Yeah,
so then
he
there was
caught
no
all of them.
surprises anymore
No,
or
there was,
anything like
nothing
that.
left.
That
They couldn't even find anything to film.
That is insane. It was all just same stuff as he was doing before,
Yeah.
repeating of the same thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Someone was like, "Does that mean Mike Rowe did all the dirtiest jobs?"
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why he had to stop doing it. Oh, I hated
Yeah.
that. That show was terrible.
I know, because I'd look at it, and every single time I'd be like, "Nah,
This
we
doesn't
can't
exist."
There's like, we can't make a robot to do this.
we have robots do surgery, but we can't get a robot to do this.
To clean out this manure or something?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's interesting how that all works. We do have 1 minute till we get into this next game. $10,983 of total of a jackpot money on this one, and the total prize is over $11,000. Definitely some exciting stuff. But you guys can see all updates on new eTab games, just like Later Gator, or other crazy stuff on our Facebook page. Just search up Pilot Games, and you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, so much more, as well as a website link that has our link tree on it, which has links to bar locations, other socials, and more there as well. Definitely check out our Facebook page, as it's the hub of all of our information.
Oh, yeah, but it isn't the only way to stay in the know, because every weekday, starting off at 11:30 for you guys, we have a Cup of Joe with Jordy, and it starts off at 11:30 and goes all the way to 11:50, just 10 minutes before we start our Twins Bingo, just so you guys know our bingo schedule, all the jackpots that you guys want to be looking out for during the day. But, we try not to stay on too long, just so you guys can get into the bingo.
Oh, yeah, and then now we are in that bingo from 12 all the way till 1. Twins Bingo, you got that $10,000 jackpot on the line all the way until we give it out, or it rolls over past 1 o'clock and it rolls on to tomorrow. But after 1 o'clock, you get into some Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition that runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock with a mega prize of $28,058 balls or less to win, a major prize of $665, 48 balls or less to win, and then the minor prize of $99 that you can win in 56 balls or less. You'll definitely want to come out to see if you can win any of those prizes as well.
Oh, yeah, but going on right after that, we start off with our happy hour stream with that first game of Lucky 4 Bingo at 4 o'clock, where we give you that first shot at $18,510. But not to worry if you guys don't hit it in that first try. After 23 awesome games of Jackpot Hunter, you guys get another shot at it at 6 o'clock. But during those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, the $1 edition, you guys are going to be hunting after that minor jackpot of $125 that you can take home in 56 balls or less. That major jackpot of $3,024 that you can take home in 48 balls or less. And that mega jackpot that sits ominously in the background, sitting at $100,000 that you can take home in 45 balls or less. And that one recently clicked up.
Yeah, definitely some exciting stuff there. I really, really am excited to see what prizes in that Jackpot Hunter $1 edition can go out today.
Oh, yeah, but we got a winner with over at Croft Pub and Grub, taking home $9 on that line prize. Good job,
Yeah, now we're working on that $9 large M. But after that happy hour bingo, you get into a little bit more Skull Bingo action after that second shot of Lucky 4 Bingo. That Skull Bingo runs from 6 all the way till 10. You got to cover off 38,000 that you can take home in 50 balls or less. A large frame of 2,000 you can take home in 43 balls or less, and a line prize of $97 that you can take home in 10 balls or less. And you're going to want to come out today, because the next 2 nights there's going to be interruptions with MegaSota Game Night and TwinsWinsDay. MegaSota Game Night starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Bunch of PGL game action, as well as Tony and Nikki trying to give out some really good prizes. And then on Wednesday, we got TwinsWinsDay from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Again, bunch of PGL action as well as good prizes with me and Jordy.
Oh, yeah, but we do got a large M going out to Coot over at Roosevelt Bar, taking him $9 on that large M. Good job.
Yeah, and giving us a really great run-up at this coverall jackpot, $11,000 on the line. We'll see if Mikey wins, Stoli, AAA Battery, DeMarie, as well as some other great players. Jerry G right now in line to do it. Let's see if he can do it right here. It's going to have to happen. Doesn't look like it, but $14 Musco on that coverall. We'll see who's the person to take home that lovely Musco. But that means that jackpot's growing and rolling into the next game.
Oh, yeah, but we got some really cool national days for you guys to go over. And kicking us off, we got World Softball Day. Every year on June 13th, World Softball Day celebrates this fun team sport. The day also aims to inspire future generation of girls and boys to become empowered through the sport.
We do have a coverall going out to loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking home $14. Good job to AAA, Coot, and loser Dave, all getting wins during this game number 3. We are now getting enrolled into a game number 4. But you're talking about World Softball Day.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'll join a adult softball league at some point?
That would definitely be a lot of fun. I think we should start one, like a Pilot Games League.
I think that would be
We
great.
could-
If only
I wish
it
there
was
more companies around here that had softball leagues.
Yeah, I was about to say we don't have anybody. We don't have any. None of our employees live around us, just
Yeah.
because everyone lives all over the place from every single direction.
I
And
think you only need John, Ian, Jordy, and I.
Yeah, I think
We're a solid
you
team.
can handle it. We can handle it with just the 4 of us. And
Yeah.
then we just got to recruit a few other random people. We still got Nick and
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
some
Nick,
other
Gabe,
some
yeah,
other
we got 'em
some
all.
other. We got the mothership control panel that we can use as well.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the tabulators maybe will stick out in outfield.
Exactly.
And then we'll be good to
yeah,
go.
we just gotta like throw some gloves on it, and it'll be solid.
Exactly. I think that will work out great. No, I would definitely join a adult. In all reality, I would definitely join a softball league at any point. That
I would love a slow pitch softball league, just because I see like there's every single time it's like a slow pitch softball league. There's always someone who's going way too hard.
Oh,
It's
for
always some, like-
sure.
it's always some like I don't know, someone like my dad.
Oh,
basically.
yeah.
And you know they crack it out, and then they're like screaming. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be me when I'm in my 40s.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
You know if I'm
You gotta
40 and
show
I
up.
hit that thing out of the park,
Oh, I'm showing up.
I am yelling, I'm waving, I'm acting like it's the first time I've ever hit a home run in my life, because it is the first time in my life I've ever hit a home run, and I will go crazy. I'll be pumping my chest around the bases, pointing into the air, letting everybody know that I just hit that home run.
Oh, yeah.
And so I would for sure be right there.
Oh yeah. The only thing that scares me about like slow pitch softball is being the pitcher. I would never.
You
Have
wouldn't want to be the
seen, like,
pitcher?
it goes back at the pitcher like all the time.
Oh, it just gets launched directly right back
yeah.
at
Most of the
him.
time the pitchers have like a catcher's mask on.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Just with so many people who've never played,
and they aim. Some people aim for the pitcher.
really just to try
Yeah.
and get bases and everything
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. That's taking the game a lot way too seriously.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I think maybe instead of like slow pitch softball, getting into like those like the wiffle ball leagues also look
Those
really
are
cool.
crazy.
Especially with how they can throw that ball. I know I'm never hitting it.
Yeah.
But I would still try.
Yeah, I was talking to Jordy, and this guy, he graduated from college, had a like grown-up job and everything like that.
Yeah.
And he just quit his job like 2 years ago to be professional wiffle ball player, and just plays wiffle ball all around. Him and his buddies all went professional in wiffle ball because they played so much together, and they now like that's what they do as a profession is play wiffle ball.
I want to be a professional wiffle ball player.
You're like,
That
I
is
have
amazing.
I have a new dream in
That's
life.
what I'm gonna do like on the side.
Just figure out how to pitch like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you get it down, you can just throw these insane curveballs and
Yeah.
sliders and everything like that. It's
Something.
ridiculous.
It is. It's crazy.
No, it would be fun to do those wiffle balls, but softball is a great game as well, and one that is great for kids of all ages to be able to
Oh,
play.
yeah.
As we're talking about slow pitch softball, playing with adults, it's
Yeah.
also a great way for kids to get into sports as well as softball. I know it's huge within girls sports,
Yeah.
and I wish it went up higher, to be honest.
That would be a lot cooler.
Yeah, it stops at I think college. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a professional softball league.
I don't think there is a professional.
There might be some
softball league.
little ones that exist, but I don't know of any that are like predominant all over the media. We do have Pooba over at Meinster's Bar and Grill, taking home $10 on that line prize, and now we're working on a large M of $10 with a bunch of players 8 balls away. We'll see if we can get this one out nice and early.
Well, would you look at that? The new U.S. Professional Softball League, Women's Professional Fast Pitch Softball, WPF.
Okay.
The inaugural season will run from June 5th, 2022. June 15th, 2022 to August 15th, 2022.
Oh, so 2
our
days.
softball league is officially starting. The U.S. Professional Softball League is starting in 2 days.
That's awesome.
That is perfect timing.
Yeah, what a great day to have World Softball Day on today. And then there's an actual professional softball league coming out there.
And yeah, the inaugural season starting in just 2 days. That's really cool. I wonder what channels it's going to be on.
And I like it. I like softball in the fact that it's different than baseball. baseball.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to compare the two. You don't be
Although
like,
people like try.
yeah,
but
people try to, but I don't feel like you should compare the two.
No, I think
because
the
they're
sports are just similar.
yeah, they're similar, but they have these different aspects to them that make them very different when you watch them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was one that I enjoyed watching softball growing up more than
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching baseball, just because the game is faster in softball. It was just a little bit. My high school girls softball team was more competitive than my
Yeah.
boys team, and so I enjoyed watching them a little bit more there as well. But it was just really, really, it's a fun game to watch, and it's different than baseball, where like the WNBA, it
Yeah.
struggles to gain popularity, but it's the same exact sport as the NBA.
Yeah.
It's just a different league of it. And
Exactly.
so I feel like having it be a completely different sport should gain a little bit more popularity and should be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be really cool. But we got a couple winners with Pooh over at Meister's Bar and Grill, taking home that line prize of $10, and Bryce over at Atomic Star Tavern, taking home $10 on that large M as we start working on this $15 coverall prize.
Yeah, we'll see who can get the win on this one, as we got a bunch of players joining up one ball away. DeMarie, we'll see, can they do it? And there it is, exactly like I said, DeMarie as well as AAA and No Show, all splitting that one up. No Show at McPete's Sports Bar and Grill, DeMarie at Riverboat Depot, and AAA over at Coff's Pub and Grub.
Oh, yeah, good job to all of our winners, especially in that game number 4.
But we're going to get into our next national day, as it's an international day. This one's a cool one. International Axe Throwing Day. Sharpen Your Blades International Axe Throwing Day on June 13th encourages competitive and amateur axe throwers to pick up a handle and toss a few.
Yeah, definitely very glad to see a national day directed solely towards throwing a sharpened axe at a piece of wood.
Oh, yeah.
That is amazing.
Well-
Like, that's actually what I was going to suggest when we were talking about like, going to a driving range.
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, people like, go drink when they go to those. But like drinking at like an axe throwing place, especially where they have like
Oh.
all the different stuff, because there's some that are like pubs and stuff as well.
There's a place down in Ann Arbor that I want all of our friend group to go to.
Oh, is it like the golf cart?
They have
Like go-kart?
they have a axe throwing spot.
Yeah.
They have a football bowling
I've
where
seen that.
where people they go on each side, and it's kind of like a mixture of cornhole, bowling, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And then I forget, they got laser tag. They got like an obstacle course thingy in it. Like it's
man.
like a full blown like game, just like as many different adult activities. And it's all meant for like adults and like older children to do. And so I that's one place that I want to go to.
That'd be fun.
And the axe throwing would be fun. And actually, one of the only places I've done axe throwing is I've only done axe throwing I think 2 or 3 times. Is actually in Minnesota when we went to PyCon. Me and Jordy got a chance to do a little bit of axe throwing in the bar that we ended up getting dinner at during one of our company dinners.
Ooh, sorry. That's
Yeah.
actually really awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get like a free meal if you get a bullseye or something?
No, you didn't get anything. But we got a really
that's
nice
awesome,
guy
though.
that was super great at teaching how to throw axes and was super patient with us. Let us learn how he did, and I figured it out pretty good. I started trying to throw it in different angles and stuff
yeah, like the
that.
underhand and stuff.
and doing all sorts of different things, and it was super fun. By the end of it, Jordy had the nickname by our company boss. He was calling her Axe Queen by the end of it, and
That's
so
scary.
I thought that was pretty funny. As
Georgie's like screaming as she just whips an axe down the lane.
yeah, we had to tell her to quiet down quite a few titimes while she was throwing those axes.
I believe it.
She got just excited.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Like the Viking comes out.
That's what I wish. It'd be funny. She's just double throwing axes down the
God.
lane.
Just dual wielding them.
Yeah,
like that hammer dude from Mario.
Exactly,
Yeah.
just like him. Well, happy International Axe Throwing Day. Definitely some interesting. Have you done axe throwing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Not like actually like at a place, but yeah.
you
I've
did-
actually like my friend had like targets and stuff, and he had axes that he would throw. And we would do that. So
okay.
I grew up with like throwing knives and stuff like that, axes and stuff.
And so that's really, really fun. It's always a good time. And I liked it because I got to learn a little bit because the guy, he was like an expert on axe throwing.
Yeah.
And he was able to teach me a lot of those little neat tricks that help him with that like little bit of aim that changes up from you being like second ring outside of the bullseye to being like actually like coming close to the bullseye pretty consistently.
It definitely like helps when you get like tips and stuff. But I just kind of like
You just
learned by
figured it
like
out.
going for it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not like that great, but I can make it stick a good chunk of the time.
Yeah, I liked throwing knives, but I didn't have any throwing knives. I
Yeah,
just
you just threw knives.
at like trees and stuff like that as a child.
But see, like that's the most like satisfying thing, because like after me and my friends got like bored of doing throwing knives, we would just see if we could like stick random things. And so like there's like I think there might be a video of me like whipping like an unsharpened butter knife into a target, and it just.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. We do have LT over at Sue's Penalty Box taking home that $11 line prize. Now we're working on $11 large gem as well as that $11,000 coverall. That feels lucky.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
$11
definitely.
line, $11 large gem, $11,000 coverall prize.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of ones.
Let's see if we can give it out right here. Red is 4 balls away.
Ooh, that'd give us a great run up.
We're going to get into this next International Day actually, as it's International Albinism Day, Albinism Awareness Day. Each year on June 13th, International Albinism Awareness Day celebrates the rights of humans being born with albinism and aims to increase awareness and understanding of this genetic condition.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Is this where you don't have like the pigmentation? So like, is this albino? The term albinism typically refers to which is a group of inherited disorders where there's little to no production of the pigment melanin. Yeah, so.
Oh, it's the people who struggle to put out melanin and have different color hair types, different color, different skin types than what they were probably born with or anything like that.
Yeah.
But we do have a large M going out to Keither over at Lecky 13s in Mendota. Now we're working on a $17 Musco coverall prize, as we got No Work LT as well as Mikey Wins getting after this one.
Oh man, No Work skipping out on a Monday.
Yeah,
Nice.
wow, good stuff for you. Good job, No Work.
Oh yeah. But next up on our national days, we got a fun one, which is National Random Acts of Light Day. Oftentimes, it takes one gentle word or a small token to help overcome darkness.
We do have Buttercup and Toots over at Broadway Bar and Toots over at Monty Sports Bar, splitting up that $17 Musco prize as we're about to get enrolled into a game number 6 of Twins Bingo.
Oh yeah, but next up on these national days is National Random Acts of Light Day.
Yes.
Oftentimes, it takes one gentle word or small token to help overcome darkness. On June 13th, National Random Acts of Light Day encourages us to bring light to darkness by surprising someone with an act of kindness.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a interesting day on today, as there's a lot of darkness that can happen in this world, and I think this is about the people bringing light to the people that are consumed by that darkness.
Yeah.
That they it feels like life has gotten too much for them.
Yeah.
The weight of everything has weighed them down so much that they can no longer keep that smile on their face. And someone as simple as being like, "Hey, let's go out to get a bite of ice cream or something like that. Let's go grab a coffee this morning. Let's go get some donuts or whatever it is. Or it's as easy as I don't know, doing something else like just sending over a compliment or a caring letter to somebody that can light up the day. There's many ways to light up somebody's day who's dealing with such a dark point in their life, and so hopefully we can go out today. You guys and everyone out there can support those people that are struggling with that darkness.
Oh yeah, definitely a nice day.
Next up is National Kitchen Klutz of America Day. June 13th honors those who would like to cook and be in the kitchen, but it just doesn't seem to work well for them. After all, it's National Kitchen Klutz of America Day.
Oh yeah, we all have someone that we can that we always can look at and be like, man. Remember that one time that they started like an oven fire or something?
yeah, oven fire, whatever it is.
On the ceiling.
Yeah, just always all over the kitchen.
Oh,
they
yeah.
create so many different messes. I always think
Breaking
of
my casserole dish.
as our Jordy, which is not the one that's done all these different things. I think of her as a bit of a kitchen klutz, as she at one point went, I think. Trying to think how many months in a row, but it was probably around 7 to 8 months in a row where each month she at least burned her hand on something once while cooking stuff.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah,
But like I don't burn myself much.
No,
It'll
I
take a
don't either.
lot.
I don't either. I haven't burned myself in a while.
And it
Jordy
starts
does
making
do
me think
most
of,
of my
like-
cooking for me, so
Yeah,
it's
that does.
so it
It
helps.
definitely helps.
It helps me out
It's
with
kind of hard to burn yourself on cold dishes that
Yeah.
you're washing.
But it stinks. She's way better at cooking than I am. But then she ends up burning herself whenever she cooks, and so it's you
It's
get
the price you pay.
it's the price. It's the price I pay. No, it's terrible. She's not that bad of a kitchen klutz. I'm trying to
Gotta
think.
get her those like curling iron gloves that people wear. Yeah, those might help.
Yeah, speaking of kitchen klutz stores, this is just story of me being, and pretty much every single one of my siblings being a kitchen klutz, is my parents used to have these dishes that were hanging up on the wall in these little tiny, like, just little slot containers and everything like that. And we broke one of the dishes. I don't know. It was like this, well, by the end of it, it was a dollar store dish that was there that just kept on getting put in there because we broke the nice dish that was sitting there already. And so I don't remember who broke the nice dish or which one of us did so, but the dish it was like right in the corner as you walked into the kitchen.
Yeah.
You would walk right by it. And how many times one of me or my brothers or my sister just nicked that dish and it just fell off or it just went somewhere else. It was terrible.
It was always the same
Oh
one.
my gosh. And then we got good at it where like we'd nick it and then you just like lean up against the wall and you'd be like, somebody, it's about to fall. Can you help me?
Help.
We do have some winners here as we have a split win between AAA. Mikey wins. Player. Mad Dog and LT, all splitting up that line prize of $12. Now we're working on a $12 large M, as well as $11,000 coverall prize, as we got Keither 2 balls away. But do you have any stories like that of you being just a kitchen klutz?
Oh, there was like maybe not kitchen, but I've definitely like cut myself a couple times on just like any time like there'll just be random times I'll use a knife that I'll just like cut my finger or something. I've got a bad one from a like a box cutter that you can like see the line on. And it was a bad experience because I cut my finger on the box cutter. I grabbed my finger and I tell my friend Zach, I'm like, hey, I'm bleeding bad. Grab me some paper towels. And he's like, stop messing with me, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, and so eventually I go and show him, and and I lift my hand off, and
it's just like
it goes from my finger, like
just straight at him,
right in his eye.
Oh no, that's disgusting.
It was
that's
like from
disgusting.
it was like from 4 feet away, so it was a snipe.
We have Mike P over at Crazy J's Bar Grill taking home that $12 large M, as we do have a little bit of a run up at this coverall. We'll see if it can go out. LT is in line to do so with Buttercup. They both could be doing it in this game right here, right now. No, click it over to an $18 must-go prize on this one. But one other story of me being a klutz on today is I was doing dishes, and it was right after we had made popcorn for the apartment.
Okay.
And so the popcorn, whatever we made popcorn in was sitting over where the dishes need to get done.
Yeah.
And so I was just moving stuff around. I had gotten done with pretty much all the dishes that were left. And before I tell more about the story, we do have Red over at American Legion Fridley taking home $18 on that coverall. Good job to all the winners on that line prize. Mike P and Red all getting wins in this game number 6. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 7. But I'm doing the dishes. I'm doing everything. By the time I get to this dish, I completely forget that this is just a pan full of oil, old popcorn oil in it. And so I'm whip it around and pretty much flip it all towards me, and I end up with just popcorn grease from chest down, just covering me all over my hands and everything like that. I had to mop the floors like 3 different times on it because it was so slippery
I remember
afterwards.
walking on it, and I was like, ooh,
You're like,
waxing or
what
something?
is going on with this today?
I know, you were like one spark away from being the Human Torch.
I was so upset. I was like, somebody just get me away from this kitchen right now.
Oh man, it's always like when you or like I remember like being like, you know, you just got done like washing some like nasty dishes, right? And then you go to like wash a cup or a spoon or something, and it splashes at you, and you have that moment of just like, I have to finish the dishes.
Oh yeah,
I can't stop. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
just leave.
I have to finish it. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, and you kind of just keep going with it. But there's always that small break where you're just like, do I really have to eat unclean dishes?
Oh yeah, no, there was that point for me, definitely, as I was just sitting there and I was like, that was my last dish I had to do. and now I have to mop the floor 3 times and do all this. Like, I just added so much more cleaning to my task than I was expecting to do.
Yep.
Okay, and then I got it done. It was
that breath.
Oh, it was definitely a kitchen klutz moment. As we are going to get into this next National Day, though, as you guys are getting into a game number 7.
Oh, yeah, we got National Weed Your Garden Day. National Weed Your Garden Day on June 13th each year serves as a reminder to allow gardeners to take an extra 5 or 10 minutes while weeding their gardens.
Yeah, definitely a good day on today, as I know it's one of those things that you want to put back. You want to be like, oh, I don't want to weed my garden today. I don't want to go out there and do that thing today.
It's like weeds are healthy.
But yeah, getting out there and actually doing it, getting it done so that those plants can grow healthier and grow even better. It's definitely a great day to go out there and weed your garden.
Oh, yeah.
Next up on these national days, though, we got National Sewing Machine Day. Each year on June 13th, National Sewing Machine Day honors an invention that kept us in stitches for over 150 years. Between the sewing machine tailors and sewists creating clothing by hand, stitch by a single stitch, the invention of the sewing machine brought about revolutionary change. Not only did it boost an entire industry, but it also changed the way we viewed the garments we wore. However, the development of the sewing machine took time.
Yeah, you used to have to actually pump it continuously while you're going.
Yeah, it's went through a lot of different kind of revisions to what we have today, where you just plug it in and you can just go.
You just put the foot on the pedal and just.
Yeah,
definitely a lot better than hand stitching.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I want to learn how to use a sewing machine pretty badly.
They didn't have you guys do that in school?
I know how to use it. I've used sewing machines before, and they had me use it. But I want to be talented to be able to sewing. I want to be able to taper my own jeans and stuff like that.
Okay.
And do things like that. Let's say I'm feeling a little bit heavier one year, and then I lose 20 pounds. I want to be able to take in the waist a little bit and do those kinds of things to my jeans, and be able to have fun with it. Especially because when you have kids as well, being able to tailor jeans, be able to patch them, and do all those kinds of things.
Definitely going to be necessary.
Is one of those really helpful things. And so I'd love to be able to learn how to use a sewing machine.
Oh, yeah, but we got Nancers over at Corky's Bar South Haven, taking them $12 on that Lion prize as we start working on this $12 large M.
Oh, yeah, but while we're in a little bit of Twins bingo, let's talk about some Twins news. As they're 35-27 this season, and we got some bad news as Jeffrey Springs threw a two-hit ball in the 6th inning. Randy Orzar, I don't know how to say his name, stole 2 bases after twice getting hit by pitches, and the Tampa Bay Rays beat the Minnesota Twins 6-0 on Sunday. Yeah, I didn't know those Rays players' names. So
yeah, it's okay.
Who cares about them? I only need to know our Minnesota Twins names.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have another game happening today, though.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be facing off against the Mariners at 9:10 for you guys. But as you guys know, and if you guys want to support the Twins, we have teamed up with the Minnesota Twins, and you can play the eTab game TwinsWinsDay wherever the Pilot games are played.
Oh, yeah, but right now we're in this game 2 balls away for some of these players. They should be creeping towards a win right here. We got no work. GTZ Mikey wins.
Ooh.
See?
Man, super close.
Yeah, 1 ball away for a bunch of players. We'll see who can make it happen. And there it is, Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine, taking home that large M of $12. And we only got 2 balls to give out this $11,000 jackpot. And we'll see if anybody is in line to do it. Not quite. $19 on the Musco coverall, as we got Okie, Blake, and Mad Dog all in line to take home some of these prizes. And even when you take home these Muscos, you're going to still be earning points towards the twiking zone. And but if you win a jackpot, you'll win even more points toward the twiking zone. But let's hop right into the player side of these standings right after we talk about this great winner.
Oh, yeah, we got Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine, taking home $19 on that Musco prize. Good job to all of our players in that game number 7.
Oh yeah, and just in a moment, I'm going to be talking some more about Scrub Eye. But in 9th place, in the player side of the Twiking Zone, we got Pooba over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, tied up with Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon, both with 120,000 points. With 135,000 points in 8th place, we got Yo-Yo over at Riverside Store and Tavern. With 36,000 points. In 7th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue. 6th place is Lucky Tim over at Lakefront Bar with 158,000 points. With 169,000 points in 5th place, we got GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill. 4th place is Mikey Wins over at the Floppy Crappy, taking home 197,000 points during this season. 3rd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, taking home 211,000 points. With 216,000 points in 2nd place, we got Sin Bob over at the Bedrock. And in 1st place, we got Scrub Eye with 299,000 points over at VFW Blaine. But they got some wins today and should be getting into that 300,000 point club tomorrow.
Oh yeah, good job to all of our players. But now onto the location side of things. In 10th place, we got Poppers in Virginia with 180,000 points. In 9th place is Carbona's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 246,000 points. With 257,000 points. In 8th place, we got VFW Blaine. In 7th place is Eagles Rochester with 294,000 points. Shortly ahead in 6th place and just shy of that 300,000 point club is our place on 3rd and Faribault with 296,000 points. In 5th place, kicking off that 300,000 point club is Corner Bar and Goodhue with 301,000 points. With 305,000 points in 4th place is Steve-O's and Crystal. In 3rd place is American Legion Fridley with 516,000 points. In 2nd place is Corky's Bar South Haven with 532,000 points. And with a commanding lead in 1st place and close to that 1 million point club, we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 923,000 points.
Definitely some great stuff there. And we got some great non-live bingo games, just like Diesel Freaks, one of those great games. It's Mad Max, it's Roadrunner, it's, I don't know, out in the desert trying to get some big prizes. And it's a fun one. You got the Goo Monsters, too. It's just a great game. And so definitely check it out. One of my favorite sounds and graphics in the entirety of all the 50 different Charitable E-Tab games. But you can play those 50 different Charitable E-Tab games anytime to win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games as well.
Oh yeah, but we got a little bit of music history for you guys as you guys start getting clicked into this game number 8. But kicking us off in 1967, Colin Hay, 14 years old, arrives in Australia with his family who have left Scotland for a better opportunity. He forms the band Men at Work, which becomes one of the most popular acts in the country.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool. At 14 years old
Yeah,
is
that's
when
crazy.
when he moved over and started looking for that better opportunity. And, I mean, yeah, Men at Work, definitely a fun one. Something that I don't listen to Men at Work ever, though. I don't even know what their main song is.
YMCA?
That is their main song.
No, it's Down Under.
Oh,
YMCA
Down
is
Under.
Oh, why am I blanking on that one?
Yeah, you got Down Under, Who Can It Be Now, Overkill, It's a Mistake, Be Good Johnny, I Can See It in Your Eyes, Down by the Sea, Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive, as well as Catch a Star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some of those top ones for Men at Work. Next up in Music Day in History, this one's an interesting one, as in 1988, Paula Abdul debut album Forever Your Girl is released. An accomplished cheerleader and choreographer, she proves success as a single as well, as an album produces 4 #1 hits with Straight Up, the title track, Cold Hearted, and Opposites Attract.
Oh, definitely great. But we do have a winner with Blake over at Beef O'Brady's in Monticello, taking home $12 on that line prize.
Yeah, Paula Abdul was one of those main cheerleaders from the original Showtime Lakers. Fun fact, which is really, really cool. Then became a really good singer as well, and then went on to judge a singing show with being one of the main iconic hosts from American Idol.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she was the one that was like always had like a little bit of a flirty relationship with Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was a thing, but
I know, because like Simon was just so like upset all the time.
Oh, but they were the perfect like antithesis to each
Yeah,
other.
they
as,
were. It was definitely like
as
a
she
very
was like the
opposites.
always super nice person,
Yeah.
and he was always the super like mean person.
yeah.
And it worked out great.
Yeah, because like he didn't let them get too in their own heads. It's like, yeah, you're great, but you could.
Yeah, exactly. We do got Di Marie over at the Riverboat Depot taking home that $12 large M, as they definitely gave a run up to this coverall jackpot. We'll see if it can go out. But my favorite was Randy.
Oh,
always my favorite.
Had to be.
Yeah.
He was like the perfect mix. He was just realistic with it.
Yeah, he was, and he was nice about how he said his like criticisms.
But occasionally he would tell people that they were just bad, which I appreciate.
Oh yeah, he needed to at some point.
Sometimes it
well,
was
especially
necessary.
in those auditions.
Yeah, sometimes those auditions, man, they'd get you.
Yeah,
I don't know how some of those people were willing to like go up on a stage and sing, because.
Well, sometimes I thought it was just for publicity. Like,
I feel like it had to
because
have
they
been.
knew they were gonna get on American Idol,
And like they probably had like their friends in on the
and
joke
they
or
didn't
something.
think they were like, "There's no way I can advance, so might as well make as big of a scene during the audition as I
Oh, yeah.
possibly can, and see if I can get on the live television."
and see if I can make the mark.
We do have a coverall winner with back over at Shajank Boom Lounge, taking home $18 in this game number 8. We are now about to get enrolled into our one of our final 2 games,
Yeah.
game number 9 of Twins Bingo. But definitely some great stuff. Who was was it a 4-judge panel, or was it only a 3-judge panel for American Idol during that time?
I thought it was a 4-judge panel.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too. But I'm trying to think of who the other like.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what that's what I need to know, is who were the original 4, because I can only remember those 3.
Yeah. Okay, so Paula Abdul, Randy Jackson, Simon Cowell. Yeah, just those
Okay,
3.
it was just 3.
And then occasionally they'd have like a guest star or something.
Yeah, I
as
knew
well.
they started adding 4 when they got to less of that iconic trio,
Yeah.
and then they'd sometimes bring in even with the
Because even a
iconic
while, wasn't
trio.
like Aaron Rodgers on there?
I don't know
Am
if
I wrong?
Aaron Rodgers
No,
was.
or was that just an office bit?
You had Steven Tyler, I think, was in it.
Yeah,
for a
he
little
was
bit.
on there.
You had Keith Urban, I think,
Yep.
was on it for a little bit. I'm trying to remember who else was all there. I stopped watching really after the
stopped after, like,
original
2008.
trio.
Yeah.
Once they started breaking up, which I think the first one to leave was either.
I think it was Simon, because he started going to X Factor.
Did he go to X Factor?
No, it was either X Factor or America's Got Talent.
He was always with America's Got Talent,
Yeah.
even with he was doing
Yeah.
American Idol. I think it might have been Paula Abdul who left first, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
And then Simon Cowell quickly after. Randy stayed for a little bit,
Yeah.
longer than the rest, but he was quickly followed them. And then they had a completely different crew. Once they had the completely different crew, I wasn't following it anymore. But it was when I was a kid.
I like the new crew now. They got some.
I don't know who the new crew is for it. While you look that up, I'm going to tell some people about PGL.world, because if you get signed up at PGL.world, you become a PGL player who competes for points on those PGL nights, and also gets insider information, which is a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it, as well as you get highlighted in a new member spotlight, which we'll go over after we talk about the new hosts for American Idol.
Okay, yeah. So they have like Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan.
Okay, that's a fun one.
But I'm like Lionel Richie, yeah, solid. What's the
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's a solid judge.
Yeah, I think Luke Bryan, he's a good judge as well.
Yeah.
Like they have that may be their best when you talk about variety of like musicians judging.
I feel like the ones who did it the best was like The Voice. Because they always had like a wide span of
where they had so many
artists.
different artists, and then each of them, like, they chose the artist to be able to fit their styles, because they knew they could only coach certain styles or certain people, and so they would be like, okay, this person, you fit perfectly with me. Like,
come on now.
I will make you into a star. Come here. And that was super fun.
That was really
and I also love the fact that you didn't see who they were.
Exactly. I thought it made it a little bit more, like, a little cooler.
And it's and more true to the voice. Like,
Yeah,
of
exactly.
the voice being the key thing.
Yeah.
which I think was always cool. As it would always be some really cool reactions to like people turning around and then realizing like that voice is coming out of this body or what, like
and they're always
or
like,
this
"What?"
person, like it's like some 13-year-old girl that sounds like a grown woman singing opera, and you're like, how is that coming out of that little child?
Oh, yeah. I've seen this one where it was I think it was from like The Voice, but in a different country. And like it was this like random lady, and she just whips out Black Dog by Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
and she's like screaming it. It sounds
that's
great.
awesome.
Though. It sounds great. And then like I guess there was like this guy, and I think he was supposed to be like the rock guy there. And he's like he's jamming along, and then he turns around, and he sees her, and he's like. And
that's
like everyone's like
awesome.
freaking out, and they're like, "Okay, we got to see who it is now."
That's
and then they all just
great.
Turn. Yeah.
We got D. Marie over at the Riverboat Depot taking home $11 on that line prize. Now we're getting an $11 gem. But I kind of hinted to that. We like to highlight those players that get signed up at pgl.world. You want to talk about those players?
Oh, yeah. We got a couple players that did just that. We got Froglip72, BD Energy, Heidi Ho, Brett and Jesse, Natural, Critter623, Winnie Fred Rue, Dusty726, Tyler T, Mail Lady, Jay-Z himself, MZ Holly, Miss Kitty, POA, as well as Beatnik.
Yeah, definitely some great names out there. Do you have a favorite sign-up right now?
I'm going to have to go with either Jay-Z or Winnie Fred Rue.
Ooh, I'm going with Mail Lady. Big-time player.
Solid.
Has been playing for so long, and I'm surprised that she's just getting signed up now to PGL.world.
Oh, yeah,
So,
definitely nice to see a longtime player getting signed up after a while.
yeah,
though.
good to see a Mail Lady. Speaking of PGL stuff, we do have a crazy PGL standings that we got to get into before we finish up these games, as we're in the second to last game right here in game number 9. And in the 10th place spot of these PGL player standings, we got Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern. 9th place is OE50 over at Stanchion Bar. 8th place is Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin. 7th place is Nixon over at VFW Roseville. 6th place is Bucks over at Rustic Saloon. 5th place is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 4th place is Forget You D over at VFW Austin. 3rd place is Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon. 2nd place is Keith over at Billy's Rockford. And in 1st place, we got Bam Bam over at Stewartville Legion Post.
Oh, yeah, good job to all those players. But now on to the location side of things. In 10th place, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa. Before I continue, we got a large M winner.
Kate's Papa over at Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights. Sorry for stealing that one from you, but $11 going out to you, Kate's Papa, on that large M.
It is not okay. I will never accept your apology for that. In 9th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud. 8th place, Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 7th is Neeson's Gaylord. But before I continue, we got Yags 370 over at Danny's Dugout, winning $16 on that Musco prize. Good job to Yags 370 of all of our players in that game number 9.
Yeah.
But as we continue with these these PGL standings, we got 6th place VFW Northfield. With in 5th place, we got American Legion Cleveland. 4th place is Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter. 3rd place is Third Row Bar and Grill in Big Lake. 2nd is Poppers in Virginia, recently coming into those PGL standings. And in 1st place, we got Billy's Rockford.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. I mean, Poppers and Billy's Rockford both in the 7 million point club. I think I've heard pretty much every single person predict that Poppers in Virginia is going to be overtaking Billy's Rockford
At least for a little while.
in these upcoming PGL nights. And so last week I made the prediction because I was like, I'm sick of all these takes that Poppers in Virginia is going to do it. I'm making the take that Billy's Rockford's going to come out these next few weeks because they are a big time location. They've been earning points all season long. So to doubt them, as much as we've been doubting them on air lately, I don't think it's right. And so I'm supporting Billy's Rockford right here. I think they're going to maintain first place throughout the rest of this week, and we'll see if that can happen. Speaking of first place, we do have the Stanley Cup Finals that are happening this week with the Lightning taking on the Avalanche.
Ooh, that one's going to be interesting.
The evilest of evils has occurred where we have the Lightning versus the Avalanche. This is the one I didn't want to happen.
And I thought it was going to go the other way.
I was like, no.
There was so much hope.
I was like, please, no, let it be the Rangers. And then I forget who was on the other side with the Avalanche. They lost so long ago.
The Oilers.
The Oilers, yeah. And it just didn't happen. The Avalanche, I think, the number 1 in the NHL during this season. the Lightning. They're one of the top teams. I mean, going for their three-peat. Ben actually went to the game where they advanced to the finals, game number 6 over this weekend. Ben, tell us how that check in. Let us know how that experience was, how the stadium erupted, or if people were going crazy outside. If there's anything crazy like that, let us know as you were at that game. But if you guys want to get a little bit of NHL action, you guys should play the great E-Tab game, Let's Go Wild. You guys can play it at all your favorite Minnesota bars right now, and you guys can even try out that slap shot bonus round.
Oh, yeah, definitely something you guys want to check out. But as we move on to our fishing report, and this time we're checking in with Duluth over at Lake Superior, St. Louis River, and Inland Rivers by Explore Minnesota. Lake Superior is producing a lot of salmon and lake trout, with a few reports of Chinook salmon and brown trout coming in from Duluth area. The best lures remain stick baits and flasher fly combinations. Anglers are fishing a bit deeper offshore, but there are still a lot of nearshore fishing opportunities. Stream anglers are starting to find cooperative brook trout and native brown trout. Fishing on the St. Louis River remains slow, but is expected to heat up over the next couple of weeks as the strong water current subsides. Anglers that are catching fish are casting stick baits. On the inland lakes, sunnies and crappies are staging near the shallow shorelines and back bay areas. Please allow these fish to complete their spawn over the next few weeks. Walleye are being pulled from the 10-foot breaks by anglers trolling, dragging, and jigging live bait. Leeches are now producing a few fish, but large chub minnows are still preferred. Northern pike are ferocious and reported by many anglers.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff out there. Really glad to see the fishing really getting picked up over there in Minnesota. And just like the fish are getting picked up, hopefully our jackpots start picking up, and you guys can take some great player pictures with those jackpots. But it doesn't just have to be jackpots. It can be player pictures with your friends, your favorite bartender. Just you playing a little bit of Pilot Games is worth sending a photo to us. And you can share those on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. And we'd love to show those off in our rolling screen, as well as once we get into that in rolling screen, I'll show a big image of it.
Oh, yeah, but we got Shorty over at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove taking home $14 on that line prize. Good job, Shorty.
Oh, yeah, quick little overview of our Vikings news. The Minnesota Vikings, Lewis Seen, the #1 pick we took in the first round.
Yeah.
He is getting first string reps during practices, which is good signs for him advancing in the future.
Oh, yeah, definitely good stuff to see.
Okay, you get one player that you get to highlight, one celebrity birthday you get to highlight on today. What would you like to do?
I am going with Steve-O, American television personality, and obviously he's got the best tattoo of all time. I'm going to get one of my own soon. My own face. Just
Your own face, just like that. I'm going to go in 1981, just the next celebrity birthday up. Chris Evans, American actor, Captain American, Human Torch from the Fantastic Four, as well as many, many other roles.
His most well-known role being not another teen movie, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure, his #1 role. Yeah, Chris Evans, great actor. I just watched Civil War.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
So it's got me in a little bit of a Captain America vibe. So definitely some great celebrity birthdays right there. We do have some fun movies released on today. In 1997, Hercules.
Best Disney movie.
2008, The Incredible Hulk. 2014, 22 Jump Street.
Solid.
And in 2014, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Okay, so we got 2 actually good sequels and 2 pretty good movies.
Yeah, we got Juicy Loser over at VFW Columbia Heights, taking home that $14 large M as we work on a $21 must-go coverall prize. And there it is.
Oh, yeah, going out to D. Marie over at Riverboat Depot in Sartell, taking home $21 on that must-go prize. Good job, D. Marie, and all of our winners in that game number 10.
Speaking of winners, one of the large jackpot winners of the weekend was a 4-man rules over at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill, winning $4,447. But everybody who plays at Bleachers Sports Bar and Grill supports a great charity in the Moose Lodge 1703 Albert Lee. Their mission statement is to be an international organization of men and women dedicated to caring for young and old, bringing communities close together and celebrating life.
Oh, yeah, definitely something you guys want to keep in mind as you guys start getting clicked into this next games of Jackpot Hunter, that as you guys play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Hey guys, and we love giving out jackpots. Maybe our favorite part of the entire
definitely.
job of being live with you guys. But over the weekend, when we weren't live, we were able to give out a few jackpots that we'd love to highlight. And we've been able to give out 18 jackpots over the last 7 days, and a total of 526 jackpots heading into this week of Season 11.
Oh yeah, it's been super exciting to watch, and that first one we gave out this weekend was the only jackpot that went out on Friday, and it went out to Slab DLW over at American Legion Fridley, who got to take home $671.
Yes, we also had Saturday started off right with a TDM over at Lucky Lures taking home $1,209.
Absolutely, and then on Saturday, rounding out those jackpots, the biggest one to go out went out to Lagartha over at Manana Hilltop Tavern, who took home $3,718.
Yeah, good job. But then the final jackpot, the only jackpot on Sunday that happened, went out to Trying over at Vic's Bar and Grill of Moorhead, taking home $867.
Absolutely, but guys, remember, there's plenty of opportunities each and every day for you guys to take home jackpots as well. And remember, while you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Hey guys, and we love our PGL nights. They come to you guys on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday at 6:40, it is a MegaSota game night, and from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, it's a little bit of wild Wednesday action. It's super fun to win some cash prizes as well as earn points towards the PGL standings.
Absolutely, and so I'm going to hop right into these player standings that have been super competitive. And in 10th place, we start off with Reyes 22 over at the Old Town Tavern, who sits with $1,140,800. 135 points. In ninth place, we got OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar, who sits with 1,174,515 points. But in eighth place, we got Sarah Honey over at Eagles Austin, sitting with 1,225,699 points. But with 1,284,750 points in seventh place, it's Nixon over at the VFW Roseville. Sixth place, with Bucks over at Rustic Saloon, who sits with 1,327,435 points. But with 1,419,045 points in fifth place, we got Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill. Fourth place sits with Forget UD over at Lyle Liquor with 1,624,765 points. Then we get to our top threes. We got third place Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,742,925 points. But with 2,272,330 points in second place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford. But reigning in first still for the majority of the season, it has been Bam Bam at Stewartville Legion Post, sitting with 2,374,990 points.
Woo, good point totals there, but we get started off in location standings in the 4 million point club. And in 10th place, we got Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,379,350 points. With 4,468,805 points in 9th place, we got Leo Sports Bar in Mazeppa. 8th place is Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato with 4,593,954 points. With 4,927,910 points in 7th place, we got VFW Northfield. 6th place is Neeson's Gaylord with 5,110,740 points. With 5,599,379 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Cleveland. 4th place is Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 6,133,985 points. With 6,847,568 points in 3rd place, we got Poppers in Virginia. 2nd place is Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 6,933,459 points. But the only location in the 7 million point club happens to be in first place, and that's Billy's Rockford with 7,501,794 points.
Yeah, definitely on track to get to that 8 million point club, which would be super exciting to see. But you guys need to be coming out each and every Tuesday and Wednesday to try your hand at our PGL nights.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys. guys, and we love playing a little bit of Jackpot Hunter, and we played those Jackpot Hunter $1 edition from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, where you guys earn points towards the Jackpot Hunter standings, as well as earning some really good cash prizes.
Absolutely, and there's some big crazy ties going on, so I'm going to hop right into these player standings. And in 10th place, we start off with Spazwell over at the Gas Can Bar and Grill, who sits with 51,000. Brother Ned over at the Chart House sits with 59,000 in 9th place. Then in 8th, we got Kev over at the Deer Stand sitting with 61,000. And then we jump right into a newly formed tie in 6th place between 2A Girl at Jimmy G's Bar and Kimmy at Niswa Legion. Both players have 63,000. But with 65,000 in 5th place, it's the Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hanger, 45. 4th place sits with Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 69,000. 3rd place is Not Lucky at American Legion Fridley with 83,000. But with a whopping 137,000 in 2nd place, we got Bull at Corner Bar in Goodhue. But reigning in 1st place, it is Bobo, also playing at Corner Bar in Goodhue, but with a whopping 151,000.
Crazy point totals, and even crazier point totals when we get into the location standings. And we get started off in a 10th place tie between Boulevard Tavern in West St. Paul and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. They both have 97,000 points. With 100,000 points in 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley. With 101,000 points, though, in 8th place,